We hope you enjoy making our cute Easter bunny. Feel free to use this idea in your small business or for fundraising. As far as tools go, you will need a pair of scissors and a sewing machine with the ability to satin stitch or zigzag. You will also need an iron. You will need 3 scraps of fabric. We used a piece of remnant that we picked up in a pack, which is unfortunately no longer available. Somerset Shirtings circa 1890, by Julie Hendrickson and Nancy Gear, pattern number 35208 from Wyndham Fabrics. The URL is shown on the screen. Any bright, small patterned cotton fabric is fine for this project. You also need 2 additional pieces of fabric. One for the ears and tummy, the second for the eyes and teeth. We also used a store-bought t-shirt for convenience and speed, but homemade is just as good. Iron the 3 fabric pieces so there are no creases or wrinkles in them, and place to one side. There are only 7 pattern pieces for the rabbit. Each of the pieces needs to be transferred onto a piece of double-sided fusible webbing. The easiest way to achieve this is to print out the pattern pieces, and place the double-sided webbing, paper side up over the top. You should be able to trace the pattern. If you cannot easily see the pattern, hold both the pattern and the webbing together over a bright window. The pattern is available at no cost to you at the following URL. The body is the main pattern piece in this applique, all of the other pieces are placed on top of this one. Cut around the double-sided webbing body piece roughly. There is no need to be precise at this stage, that will occur when the fabric is attached. Place the body fabric on your ironing board, right side down. Place the double-sided webbing, paper side up, on top. Use a hot iron and press the double-sided webbing onto the fabric. Carefully, with a sharp pair of scissors, cut around the pattern, making a bunny body from the fabric bonded to the webbing. Put this piece to one side for the moment. Take your second fabric, the one you have chosen for your bunny ears and tummy. I chose a pink cotton for my project. Iron it so as there are no creases or wrinkles. Your fabric may be in great condition, but ironing it does really make a difference to your finished project. As before, place the fabric to one side for a moment, while you roughly cut around the double-sided webbing pieces. Place the pieces on the wrong side of the fabric, paper side upwards. Using a hot iron, bond the webbing to the fabric. Using your sharp scissors, cut out each of the shapes. Place these 4 pieces with the body piece. The eye background and the teeth are cut from the 3rd fabric choice. I used a white fabric for this. Cut roughly around the pattern pieces on the double-sided webbing. As before, iron the fabric before pressing the pattern pieces, paper side up, to the fabric. Cut the pieces out carefully. The image on the right shows the fabric with the pieces bonded. Iron the garment on which the applique is to be placed. Remove the paper side of the webbing, place this side down on the garment. Position the body piece in place, then overlay the ears, eyes, and teeth, as well as the tummy piece. Once these are in place, put the nose over the eye background and teeth. Play around with the layout until it is as you want it. Using a hot iron, press all of the pieces in place, taking great care not to move any of them. You may prefer to place another fabric piece over the top of the design to ensure none of the glue is transferred to your iron. At this point, you are very nearly complete. All that now needs to happen is to run a stitch around the pieces to ensure they hold together. I suggest using a sewing machine. Thread the sewing machine with a complementary or contrasting thread. Set a zigzag or satin stitch on your machine and stitch around each piece, so as the stitch is just inside the border. Don't forget to sew the whiskers. As you can see in my example, I chose not to include them. It is possible to use hand stitching instead. If you prefer this, use a herringbone or blanket stitch to hold the pieces in place. For the whiskers, use a back stitch. Sew on 2 buttons for eyes. Your bunny is complete. Congratulations! Thanks for watching our video. Head over to our website, www.patternsplace.com, where you can sign up for our newsletters for more great patterns and ideas. We'd love to see your take on these ideas, so please feel free to leave a comment or some pictures of your finished project.